Have you ever wondered what makes a superpower? Is it a massive army, a booming economy, or cultural influence that stretches across the globe? For centuries, the world has seen empires rise and fall, from the Romans to the British. But today, a new story is unfolding, one that's been thousands of years in the making. This is the story of India's incredible journey, its transformation from a nation finding its footing to a global powerhouse on the verge of becoming a superpower. Let's rewind the clock. For millennia, it was a beacon of knowledge, wealth, and culture. Think about it, the concept of zero, the decimal system, advancements in medicine like surgery, the philosophies of Buddhism and Hinduism. These all originated from India and shaped the world we live in. Ancient Indian universities like Nalanda and Takshashila were the Harvards and Oxfords of their time, attracting scholars from all over Asia. Its economy was the world's largest for a huge chunk of human history, driven by a bustling trade in spices, textiles, and precious gems. This was a land of immense prosperity and intellectual vibrancy. Centuries of invasions and colonization chipped away at this legacy. By the time India gained independence in 1947, it was a nation facing monumental challenges. The economy was shattered, society was divided. The dream of its former glory seemed like a distant memory. The world looked on with skepticism. Could this new, democratic nation even survive, let alone thrive? The first few decades were about survival and nation building. India adopted a mixed economy model, focusing on self-reliance. It built dams, established heavy industries, and kicked off the Green Revolution to feed its growing population. These were the foundational steps, the slow and steady work of laying the groundwork for a future that few could then imagine. It wasn't glamorous, but it was absolutely essential. Then came 1991. This was the turning point, the moment the world started to take notice. Facing a severe economic crisis, India opened up its economy. It embraced liberalization, privatization, and globalization. This single act unleashed the entrepreneurial spirit of the Indian people. The Licensed Raj, a complex web of regulations that had stifled innovation, was dismantled. Suddenly, the floodgates opened. The Indian economy began to grow at a pace that stunned economists worldwide. This economic explosion has been nothing short of spectacular. Today, India is the world's fifth largest economy and is on track to become the third largest within this decade. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about the kind of economy it's building. India has become the world's back office, a global hub for information technology and business process outsourcing. Companies from all over the planet rely on Indian talent for software development, customer support, and complex analytics. And now we're seeing the next chapter, Make in India. The nation is no longer content with just providing services. It's becoming a manufacturing giant. From smartphones and cars to pharmaceuticals and defense equipment, India is producing high-quality goods for both its massive domestic market and for export. During the recent global health crisis, India's capacity to produce vaccines and essential medicines at an affordable cost was a lifeline for many countries. This isn't just business. It's a demonstration of global responsibility. But a superpower isn't just about money. With over 1.4 billion people, it's the most populous country on Earth. More importantly, over half of its population is under the age of 25. This is an incredible demographic dividend. A young, aspirational, and increasingly skilled workforce is ready to drive innovation and consumption for decades to come. This generation, connected to the world through the internet and fluent in English, is a creative and dynamic force that is already making its mark globally. The CEOs of giants like Google, Microsoft, and Adobe are of Indian origin. This isn't a coincidence. It speaks to an education system that, despite its challenges, produces some of the finest engineering and management minds in the world. The Indian Institutes of Technology, or IITs, are legendary, with admission being tougher than getting into any Ivy League university. This intellectual capital is India's secret weapon. Then there's the incredible surge in digital infrastructure. With some of the cheapest data plans in the world, hundreds of millions of Indians have come online, creating the second largest internet user base globally. This digital revolution is fueling a startup ecosystem that is now the third largest in the world, churning out unicorns, billion-dollar companies at a dizzying rate. India still grapples with significant issues like poverty, inequality, creaking infrastructure in some areas, and environmental concerns. These are complex problems that require sustained effort and smart policies. But the key difference now is the scale and speed of the response, connecting the country with new highways, high-speed rail, and modern airports. Social welfare programs, powered by technology, are delivering benefits directly to millions, cutting out corruption. Let's talk about India's role on the world stage. For decades, India followed a policy of non-alignment, staying neutral in the Cold War. Today, it has moved to a strategy of multi-alignment. It's a confident, independent voice in global affairs. India is a key member of groups like the Quad, working with the US, Japan, and Australia to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific. At the same time, it maintains relationships with a diverse range of countries, from Russia to Europe and the Middle East. This diplomatic dexterity allows India to be a bridge builder, a balancing power in an increasingly polarized world. Its successful presidency of the G20, culminating in a historic consensus declaration, was a masterclass in modern diplomacy, and we cannot forget the power of its culture. Indian food, films, music, and yoga are not just exports. They are global phenomena. Bollywood is one of the largest film industries in the world, with fans from Senegal to Siberia. The practice of yoga, an ancient Indian gift to humanity, is practiced by millions worldwide for its health benefits. This soft power fosters a connection and fascination with India that goes beyond politics and economics. It's the magnetic pull of a vibrant, diverse, and ancient civilization confidently stepping into the modern world. Finally, there's India's prowess in science and technology. The Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, is making headlines with its cost-effective and highly successful missions. Remember the Mangalyaan Mars mission? More recently, India became the first and only country to successfully land. These achievements are a source of immense national pride and a clear signal of India's technological capabilities. Perhaps not in the traditional 20th century sense of the word, but it's clearly on a trajectory to become a leading power of the 21st century. It's not aiming to be the next America or the next China. It's charting its own unique path, leveraging its unique strengths, its demographic dividend, its democratic values, its deep cultural heritage, and its burgeoning technological prowess. The rise of India isn't just a story about one country's success. It's a story that will reshape the global order. It represents the rise of a democratic, pluralistic model in a world where those values are being challenged. It's the story of a civilization reawakening, ready to claim its place and contribute its voice to shaping our shared future. The elephant has truly begun to dance, and the world is watching, captivated. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the story of emerging India. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the forces shaping our world. See you next time.